Yo, what's going on, guys? And in today's video, it's gonna be something a little different again, but we're gonna be doing, as you can see from the title, in honor of OG Fortnite coming back, we're gonna be doing a chapter 1 tier list. Now, this is only gonna be 1 through 5 seasons. But before we start, I just want to put this out there. This is just my personal opinion. I started playing Fortnite in late season 1, chapter 1, so this is all just gonna be my personal opinion on how all the seasons were. How I'm basically going to be ranking them is through this criteria I came up with. I'm basically going to be doing these 4 different criteria they need to meet to get their ranking. So I'm basically just going to do map, which is basically just going to be the island and the POIs and everything and how well that was for the seasons. I'm going to do the loot pool, which is pretty much just the weapons, the items, the heals, and everything you can find in chests and all that. I'm gonna do the battle pass for every season, see how good that was and everything you get out of the battle pass. And finally, I'm just gonna rank on how fun the seasons were overall and how enjoyable they were. So that's pretty much how I'm just gonna rank all these seasons on this tier list from this chapter. So yeah. So the way I'm going to do this tier list is from season 1 and up. So I'm just going to start off with season 1. I feel like with season 1, you kind of have to give it respect because it started it all. You can't really put this season in a bad tier because it started it all. So let's just break it down. Let's start with the map. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with this map at all. I guess it's kind of basic, but I mean, it's the OG map. It's pretty good. It has great POIs. I just feel like it isn't bad, but it also isn't the best either. So I think it's pretty mid. So for that reason, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 for the map criteria. Now with the loot pool, I mean, once again, this is pretty much your just standard loot pool. You have the regular AR, the SCAR, the scoped AR, the burst. You obviously have the OG pump and the OG tac for the shotguns. You have a decent SMG selection, the OG pistol and the OG revolver. You got the bolt action and the semi for the snipers. You got the grenade launcher, the rocket launcher, and the grenades for explosives. And then for the utility items and the heals, you get bandages, med kits, shields, and slurp juice, which is pretty solid. So I mean, overall, this loot pool doesn't have anything really wrong with it. I mean, there could be a few things added to make it a little bit better, but I mean, it's pretty solid. So I think I would give this loot pool criteria rating a 3 out of 5. And last but not least, we have the fun criteria rating. I mean, I played pretty much the last half of this season, and overall it was pretty fun. I was new to the game. It was a good experience with my friends. It was all right. But I mean, there was some bugs and some issues with the game, but they didn't really take the game down that much in terms of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and give the fun criteria a 3 out of 5. And as for the battle pass, season 1 didn't have a battle pass. They weren't introduced yet, so I have to give it a 0 to 5 for the criteria. So overall, I'm going to give season 1 a C tier. I know this might make some people mad because it started it all, but overall this is a pretty decent season. Alright, moving on to season 2. This is when things start to get a little bit better. A lot of the bugs get removed, as well as the game just overall gets more popular and a lot of people just start playing the game more. So for the map, it's literally the season 1 map, but with the addition of Tilted Towers, the most popular POI in Fortnite history. Everybody's grandma was dropping there, so for that reason, 4 out of 5. Next up, we have the loot pool, and we have the same ARs with the addition of the minigun, which was extremely OP off drop. It basically had no cooldown, and you could have infinite ammo with it. We had the same shotguns. We had some of the same SMGs with the removal of the OG SMG. We had the same pistols with the addition of the suppressed pistol. We had the bolt and the semi still with the addition of the Cupid's crossbow. The same exact explosives. And then we had the same heals with the addition of minis. So overall, this loot pool is pretty good. It's pretty solid. It's some new stuff, but overall, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. And as for fun and enjoyability on this season, I had a lot of fun playing this season with my friends. So overall, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 on the fun criteria. And as for the battle pass, it's overall pretty good. You get some decent stuff in it, but I'm mainly going to be looking at the tier 100 skin, which is Black Knight, and it's a really nice skin. So overall, I'm going to give this battle pass a 4 out of 5. So overall for this season, it got better than season 1. It was really fun. It got really popular, so I'm going to throw it in B tier. I feel like that's a fair spot for it. Moving on to season 3, this is where the game got even more popular. And this season overall just has a lot of good in it. For the map, I don't really have to say much. It's a pretty solid map, pretty fun. It's got a lot of the same POIs, but overall, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 again. For the loot pool, we had the same ARs with the minigun, the same shotguns with the addition of the heavy shotgun, the same SMGs, the same pistols with the addition of the hand cannon, the same snipers with my personal favorite weapon of Fortnite, the hunting rifle, added into the game. And then the same explosives, but we have C4s, which were very fun. Pretty much the same utility and heals, and overall, I feel like this is the perfect loot pool you can have. I think this is a 5 out of 5 loot pool. As for how much fun I had in this season, I had a lot of fun playing this season with my friends, and the map was great, the loot pool's great. Overall, I had a lot of fun playing this season, so overall, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 for the fun criteria. And as for the battle pass, I mean, come on, do I even have to say anything? It's the OG off-brand John Wick. This battle pass is easily a 5 out of 5. So overall, moving forward, I'm going to throw Season 3 into the A tier on the tier list. I feel like that's a perfect spot for it. Overall, great season. Alright, now we're going to be moving on to Season 4. And at this point, this game is extremely popular and like everybody's playing it. So for the map, it's pretty solid. It has some of the same POIs. It has Dusty Divot, which was pretty sad at first, but I kind of liked it after a while. So overall, I'm going to give this map a 3 out of 5. Pretty solid. Now, moving on to the loot pool, we have some of the same ARs with the addition of the drum gun. We have the same SMGs and shotguns, the same pistols with the addition of the dual pistols, the same explosives, and then pretty much the same heals and utility. So overall, I'm going to give this loot pool a 4 out of 5. And then for fun for this season, it was extremely fun and overall just a great experience. I would give it a 4 out of 5 on the fun criteria. And as for the battle pass, this battle pass was pretty solid. It had some great skins in it with Omega at tier 100. So overall, I'd give it a 4 out of 5 for the battle pass. Overall, a lot of fun in this season, and overall just a great season in general, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this into B tier. Alright, moving on to season 5. At this point, like, this game is the most popular battle royale out right now. Like, everybody's playing this, everybody's watching it. For the map, this is overall just a great map. We have the addition of Paradise and Lazy Links, and overall this map is just really good. So overall, I'd give it a 4 out of 5 for the map. For the loot pool, overall it's some of the same stuff, but we got additions like the double barrel, the P90, and the 50 cal. So overall, really good loot pool, and I would give it a 5 out of 5. For how much fun I had in the season, I had a lot of fun in this season, especially with the new POIs and the weapons added. Me and my friends would be on this like all night. That's how fun this season was, so I would give it a 5 out of 5. For the battle pass, this battle pass was really solid and had some really nice skins like Drift and Ragnarok, so overall really good. I would give it a 4 out of 5 for the battle pass. Overall, for how just fun this season was, and the loot pool and everything put together, I'm gonna put it in A tier. I feel like this is probably one of the best seasons, and I definitely have a lot of memories with this season, so that's probably why I'm gonna put it in A tier. And that's my final tier list for the first 5 seasons of Chapter 1. And I'll do the rest if you guys want a part 2. But, you know, let me know down in the comments if you disagree with any of this. And yeah, that's going to be it. I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Do not send me your dick pics, okay?